Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Empire. This is an updated version of the Omni Paladin build. We've currently been using it very successfully in Outpost Rush, 1v5ing in many instances. So I just want to go over what I'm using, why I'm using it. So if there are any questions, leave a comment below. So the standard is going to be 150 focus, 150 constitution. The reason, bonus healing. Again, here currently resilience is working as intended, and instead of negative 10% critical damage, it is negative 10% all damage. Okay, and then the rest into strength. Okay, we can go all the way up to 200 strength with a perfect build, but that requires all of your items being gear score 600. Now, this includes a food buff, a tier 5 food buff. I'm using the carrot cake. It gives me a little bit of strength, a little bit of con, so I can hit that 150 mark, the rest going into strength, and it's cheaper than the 40 con food. So you take these points into account when making your build. We are using 2 pieces of void bent. I do have my 3rd void ore, but we're working on getting all the materials for that. But your faction gear has resilience. If you can buy a piece of gear on the auction house with resil, it is also very, very good. So first step, level 60, full faction gear. You're gonna do just fine. You do your quest for Infinity Crystal. We are using a purchased ring with Hardy and Keen. Hardy is very, very important as it gives you that 3rd dodge roll in heavy, or 2 dodge rolls and still having stamina. This can easily be farmed. You can look up ill-gotten gain. We are looking for one that has regenerating and purifying toast. Those are very important to me, but it's difficult to find. We're doing LifeStaff, Battle Axe. My boots do have Fortified Sacred Ground. We're doing Outpost Rush right now, specifically to get this staff that has Blessed Fortified Sacred Ground. Now, if we get this staff, then I can wear my faction PvP boots. Only number 13. We were hanging in there at the end there. We can get our faction PvP boots that have bonus resilience on them. Now, I don't consider Void Bent best in slot. I don't consider faction PvP gear best in slot. What we do consider is anything currently with the meta with resilience, and if you can get refreshing ward, freedom is actually better. Resilience and freedom are the top tier together. First, resilience. So because we can't do that, we've got resil on all of our pieces, minus this, because I want the Fortified Sacred Ground, which is very, very important. We've got Blessed on our staff, and I've just got the highest gear score axe that I can get. Keenly Jagged's not bad. We are using Opportunist for the bonus 20% damage. That may not be the best. If you want more damage, then you use a tier 2 int gem, which we may play around with. But currently, yes, this game is not broken. Everything is working perfectly. A tier 2 int gem, no matter what build you are, will result in the highest increase in damage, including if you're a focus build. This has been tested. Up to close to 10% for my current build. It's very, very nice. But I want the bonus damage for when like healers and stuff are almost dead. I want to finish them off, especially in Outpost Rush. So we've gone over the gear. We've gone over, I would like life stealing on this, or vicious. Bonus crit damage is also very nice, right? But having crit chance and stamina were priority for me. So stat-wise, we're at 180, 150, 150. Hitting these marks, it'd be ideal to be able to hit this. But again, 10% damage reduction, bonus healing. This is very important. And weapons. Weapons, why tier 2 in gem on focus builds though? Ask AGS. Numbers just say that it's more, and it's been tested. Why? I can't tell you this, only that it is. This is currently bugged. It reduces your damage by 30%. I love this ability, but 30% damage on heavies is not worth it. So we get this, Mauler's Resolve. Rarely used, honestly, but it helps, a little stam. Enduring Strike, you've got that light heavy, right? Just a tap. That gives you the grit to get your hit off. It's very, very important. Also for you to be able to get used to it. We're going pure gravity well. This is 10% fortify. Why are we so tanky? Why are we so strong? Well, 10% fortify well and gravity well. 10% damage reduction when there's more people around us. More damage when there's more people around us. Okay? Pure Reap, it is worth it. This is our kind of our finisher. You could go like an Execute, but this helps us bring them in execution range. You don't want to use it right away. You want to use it when you think they're about to start wanting to run, because then they're kind of caught up a little bit. And you're using Charge as an escape, as a catch-up, but also after your 2 swings, then you can hit. You won't run, but you'll hit them for a 3rd attack. Kind of like an animation cancel. Very, very useful to tack on a little bit extra damage during your combos. Light attacks increase your damage. Great attacks, the attacks do more damage when they're 50%. Supposedly, I haven't looked it up, but there's a dude that did research. This is working better than it should be. And it was very, very difficult for me to remove feed. I love all lifesteal, but instead of picking up feed, we have picked up Death's Embrace. This, we get healing from crits. I would replace this for this, but when you're going and setting up the tree, you need to get something at this tier to move forward. So you have to get this. You could go here, but this is just better. When you block, you do more damage, or when they block, you do more damage. Critical damage, do more crits when they're low, and Bloodlust. Currently, this is the end of October. Bloodlust is bugging out, but it is very, very nice. It is worth getting. Okay? Again, you can't do this on yourself anymore, so we've removed it. We've got Fortify here, but your standard is Fortified Sacred Ground, or Sacred Ground, with the ability. You get 14% Fortify, currently on my boots. This is 10% Fortify. You've got your Beacon, which is your good healing. Buffs last longer. If you have a buff, you heal for more. If you LifeStaff, so what you can do is tap them once and then use Beacon, or tap them once and then, use Orb. So you can, it's a light attack, and so you do a double tap, right? And then you can switch over. If you want to, that gives you that bonus 15% Fortify for just a few seconds. If you notice, we're doing a lot of things that increase our Fortify, right? Things that reduce our damage. Bonus a little healing while you're wearing a life staff. It's not a lot, but you do end up being stuck on your life staff often. So a little bit extra healing while you're doing that, I figured, is better than autos and things. Now you can mess with these a little bit, but this is what I'm rolling with. Desperate Speed. When we put down our AoEs, if any of them are low, we get our life staff abilities back up, right? Which is very, very nice. Even if it's only 5 seconds, it's up for 15, 20. You might get 30% cooldown on your skills by just helping out the bros. So again, if you notice, we have lots of things that reduce damage. All of our armor reduces our damage. But not only that, these are part of the build. We've got tier 5 versions of them. Any single time you're up against a couple of melee, you pop one of these. It does. You got to get good at dodging away, being able to pop one. Right, there is a little bit of an animation if you're constantly being hit. It's difficult to do so. Look, they both share a cooldown, so you have to choose: am I versus melee? Am I versus casters? This is a cost. Okay, consumes. These are costs. But if you want to be strong, if you want to be closer to unkillable, then it's managing your consumables, using your honing stones, and at the beginning of every outpost rush, this is what we're doing. Did I use a honing stone? That's what it looks like. Before the gates open, we're going to use a basic regenerating food, which does get replaced by the 10% damage bonus food you can get in Outpost Rush. But I still start off with it. This is our tier 5 food that puts us at the right amount of attributes. And then I'm using just a random trade skill food. Now the reason is that each one gives us healing. So more healing. Because they're from 3 different tiers, you're allowed to have more than one. Gems on armor will be all physical ward. Onyx everywhere. Rally 4 on your staff. Opportunist 4 on your weapon. But again, you can use tier 2 int gem if you want just pure damage, which we may try again here shortly. But tier 5 onyx gems across the board. But that's basically the build. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or come to my stream. The point of YouTube is to bring you YouTubers over. You can constantly ask questions or see what we're doing on stream. Always sciencing, always learning, progressing, and welcome once again.